Hello there, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist, and welcome to your Cancer Full Moon Astro-Numerology forecast happening December 22nd, one day after the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere at 5:50 p.m. Universal Time, 12:50 p.m. Eastern, and 9:50 a.m. Pacific Time. Now, I'm a little late getting this one out to you. I had my big annual Ultimate Yearly Forecast event on December 12th, which is 12/12. There was a reason I had it that day. Next year will be a 12 universal year, so it's a very powerful number coming up. But we're going to focus in this video, of course, on the final lunation of 2018, and it really is a gorgeous lunation. And the impact of this Cancer full moon is increased because it happens right after the solstice. So the actual astrology transits during the 21st of December are the same as they will be for the full moon. So it carries the same message. And the solstice is really our forecast for the next 3 months until the equinox in March. So this full moon then adds that extra dynamic energy for what is in store. So the first thing you want to know about, of course, is Cancer. The moon is the ruler of Cancer, so that makes this full moon even more potent. And the moon is about our feelings. And so that's why full moons are more emotional. They tend to be more emotional than new moons, which are more about, resetting the clock, new beginnings. So since this Cancer full moon is ruled by the actual moon, the impact of the message for Cancer is heightened, and that is about home, family, roots, your security, belonging to a soul family, your ancestors, so even DNA, love, intimacy, warmth, heart-centered activities, anything to do with the hearth and home and family. And since this is the second consecutive of 5 full moons that's at 0 degrees, it sets the stage for more shifts in your life. So the first of those full moons was at the end of November, and now we have the second one, and we have 3 more in January, February, and March, and one of those is an eclipse, the one in January. So there's a really big reset button being pushed right now in general for you and the world. There's nothing more powerful than that 0 point energy, because basically it means we don't have a roadmap. It's so brand new. It's the birth of a new era. And when the universe sends 5 consecutive full moons at 0 degrees and consecutive new moons at 15 degrees, which is smack in the middle of 0 through 30. Every sign has 30 degrees. Multiply that by 12. It's a 360-degree circle, right? The 12 signs. So we have 0 degrees and 15 degrees concurrently. It is so powerful because it really epitomizes the full circle and that there is a rebirth going on right now. So you feel very refreshed. And I have to say at this point, we're in an 11 universal year still. 11 is the portal of double new beginnings, the double one. And on 11/11/11 this year, 2018, we literally had a reset button pressed. This was right before the consecutive full moons began, literally. And so there's a real sense of the energy has shifted. And you may have felt an onset of carefree, lovely, joyful, liberated energy since that point forward. It's subtle, so you may be acclimating to it and sensing it now, but it definitely happened on 11/11/11, and then of course these consecutive 0 degree full moons are continuing that rebirth, or I should say birthing energy. So lots of new beginnings. Let's go into the actual astrology transits during this time. Uranus is trine the sun and sextile the moon. Now Uranus governs freedom, liberation. It's very energizing, stimulating. It's about your inner genius, follow that inner inventor energy in you. It's a very carefree trine sextile, which are harmonious, and it makes it fun to trust your instinct, to trust your intuition, and take a risk as a result. So you'll have a lot of opportunities with this Uranus transit to shift and change and upgrade your life, making it much more creative and inventive and filled with ongoing breakthroughs. So there's lots of insights you're going to receive now, answers to questions that you may have had maybe seeking these answers for a while, you're going to get those now. Uranus provides us with that kind of wisdom. And remember, the answers with Uranus may shock you. They may take you off guard. That's totally okay. This is a beautiful triangle. It's very positive. So whatever initial surprise you feel, the end result will be very positive, and it will be very liberating for you. So you're basically being set free, and you want to cherish that feeling of liberation. So it's really important right now to be totally authentic. Authenticity is the key word. Trust and authenticity. So Uranus is about what you intuit. Cancer is how do you feel. And you're combining that in this Cancer full moon. So your heart is being stirred alive right now. So you want to listen, intuit with your heart instead of analyzing with your mind. Uranus trine Sun, sextile Moon helps you uncover in an unexpected way those missing links that will now connect all the dots for you. So again, you may be discovering something that may surprise you, but it's going to reach you on a deeply emotional level. It's going to go straight, it's going to bypass the mind and go straight to your heart, and it will allow you to then share what your discoveries are with your loved ones, with the people you feel very intimate with. Now, some of the things you may share may be things you've never shared before and you've withheld for whatever reason or another. So it's a great time to release those habits of sharing what you really feel and replace them with habits that are very open and transparent. So transparency, intimacy, authenticity are key words here that we have at the end of this 11 universal year with this Cancer full moon. So making sure you act on the wisdom that you receive. Your newfound enthusiasm right now in general will stir you to act. Now, the second transit I want to discuss is Venus in Scorpio is trining Neptune in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. This is very powerful, very beautiful, great for romance, great for love. It's truly an amazing trine because it actually happens exactly on December 21st, the day before the full moon. So that is the solstice, and it's going to impact you for 3 months. So the new surge of love and positive energy flow with Venus and Neptune, which is all about beauty, beautiful music, sharing, and anything that's spiritual, emotional intimacy. It's sweet, it's warm, it's tender, and it creates a deeply spiritual connection with you and your partner, you and your loved ones. Now, the next transit is a T-square between the Sun and Moon, which are opposite each other. It's a full moon, and they form a T-square, 90-degree squares, to Chiron and Mars. They're together in Pisces. It's a very dynamic energy, this T-square, and it's very much about healing, as long as you don't get too aggressive and impulsive, because Mars, of course, can be aggressive, whereas Chiron spiritualizes that warrior energy of Mars. So really what this is, it's awakening your inner sacred warrior energy. And this inner sacred warrior energy is activated throughout December. It's really beautiful, and it basically is teaching you to protect your home and family while living in balance with the universe. So it gives you the opportunity to change the dynamic of being reactive or unevolved in terms of how you respond to your loved ones, and change that into a sacred conversation, an open-hearted connection, an inspired healing energy. And Mars is very action-oriented, so it's going to help you actually go through and bypass avoiding this transformation through love, because Mars goes for it. Mars is, really loves direction and moves from one point to the next as fast as possible. So it gives you that momentum to embrace that love and healing in this T-square, because T-squares are very activating. They want you to get something done, not sit around twiddling your thumbs. They're very important because they light a fire under you. So if you take the energy in a positive way, it can really do beautiful miracles and wonders for you. Now, finally, we have, speaking of beauty, a gorgeous conjunction between Jupiter and Mercury in Sagittarius, which is Jupiter's home sign. This is really extraordinary. It's going to help you connect in a very, joyful, expansive, wise, fun, humorous, all Jupiter qualities way. Mercury is how we speak, how we connect, what our message is. Now, Jupiter and Sagittarius, they rule embracing everyone and everything. So long distance travel, spiritual and philosophical beliefs that are from everywhere, international events, the law, legal matters, abundance, philanthropy, gratitude, publishing and writing, and expansion of all kinds. So you want to speak your highest values. You want to write in an uplifting, generous way. You want to share gratitude with others, be grateful, and also with whatever is happening to you, you want to show that gratitude to the universe, right? Give thanks. And you want to trust deeply, right? When people are to be trusted, or an event that happens to you, you want to trust in it, and you want to listen to others closely. So you can see this full moon, this final lunation in our 11 universal year, it's so beautiful. It really marks that energetic turning point for us that is based in love. That 11-11-11 portal that happened on November 11th, and the 11 portal that's been going on all year. You are now feeling happier. You're feeling just free to explore life from a joyful perspective and not be bogged down. I mean, for many years we've had this energy around us that has been about releasing the past. You know, the 1000s, I call them, the 1000 through 1900s. They start with the number one. That's all about the very go for it energy. A lot of it was service to self. A lot of it we needed to break through, but we're now in the twos. And we are in a time now where two, which is harmony, balance, peace, much more feminine energy, is blossoming in all of us so that we can balance that sacred masculine and sacred feminine. Very, very important. Now, I want to mention that we entered Capricorn on the 21st of December, a day before this full moon. And Capricorn is about taking the lead and being confident and taking full responsibility for all parts of your life. So you need to just know that whatever happens to you, don't consent to anything that you feel is not congruent with who you are. So that takes your light away, that takes you to a lower vibrational level. And these are people, events, decisions, parties, gatherings, whatever it is. Be vigilant in upholding love and liberation at all times. And this is really what we've come through all this year, is understanding that we have the gift to create the life that we want to live at whatever vibrational level we choose to live it. So focus only on what's for your highest good. It will be for the highest good of the people around you. Trust me on that. And look at every person, every situation, every plan you make, every project that you birth. Make it sync up with you spiritually. Now, if you want to know more about how you sync up, you know, what your birth code reveals about you, how your numbers line up, what your life purpose and destiny is, how your potential unfolds over time, watch this 90-minute masterclass. Click on this link. I teach you about your own numbers, your code, how to leverage it. It's a really fun masterclass. It's about 90 minutes long, and you know, this is only if you feel called to dive deeper into your soul code. Meanwhile, have the most amazing full moon in Cancer. Enjoy it. And I'll see you before the end of the year for the next lunation, which is a powerful eclipse in Capricorn. So see you then. Lots of love and happy holidays to you.